Mm. Hello YouTube, this is part 2 to the video of Jojo Rabbit. So you have Jojo who's had his who's posting these leaflets. And there's one scene before this job they gets where his mother and him are walking to the Hitler Youth headquarters. Uh, oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that, YouTube. Hi, it's Lisa Stade here of the Lisa Stade YouTube channel and Hitler Obsessed here on YouTube. Uh, but yeah, let me get back to what I cut off for that just sudden interruption of introducing myself. I apologize for that, YouTube. So his Jojo Rabbit and his mother uh are walking, and they see a gallows, a bunch of people, hanged there for being, traitors to the party. This is what happens to people that betray Hitler. So so you have a bunch of people hanged. And it's like Jojo Rabbit's wondering, oh, what happened to them? It's like, oh, this is what happens when you tell a bit too much, son. The usual mom stick of saying, oh, by the way, uh, don't tell too much, son. Oh, they were disordered. It's like, oh, Jojo Rabbit, because he's grown up around the Nazi propaganda, had it pounded and beat into his head by Adolf Hitler and every freaking Nazi higher up. Uh, it says, well, oh, the betrayals of the party, the horrible people, the Jews, the Marxists, usual Nazi opinions and stuff. Like they deserve to die. I was like, no, 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 because his mother was actually pro resistance, remember, and trying to get Hitler out, through the resistance, trying to get him out of power and get rid of him. I guess she's pro democracy, independence, equality, good woman. Uh, don't see much of his father, but his father turns up being in the book though. But in the story, his father, in the movie, his father, I guess, died somewhere in the war. And Judge Rabbit was never told, always fighting, he never died, He just thinks his dad's so wonderful and supports the Fuhrer, and yeah, no, really, his father is part of the resistance, too. And so you have, so after the scene of him, Jojo Rabbit getting back from his posting all these, pasting or whatever, all these Nazi propaganda posters around town, he comes home and he finds out there's something in the house. Something scary. And he goes to of the house, this hidden secret room, and he looks and he sees like these hands crawling, like something out of like the Grunt movie. He freaks out and he runs. He realizes, oh my God, there's a girl and she's Jewish. I know Hitler's there. It's like, oh my gosh, gotta protect them because they're a Jew. Oh my gosh. Oh no. This kid's just drilled with this stupid nonsense. And so the Hitler Youth kid tries to come out the goal with his knife. She ends up attacking him to the ground, taking away his knife like a badass. The kid loses because obviously, like the Germans lose in World War II anyway, because of Nazi ideology. And how dreams that was. And the Jewish girl is in the hiding place, or the hidden place. Because in the book, his mother actually, Jojo Rabbit's mother and father, are actually hiding this girl. Uh, I'll tell a bit about the girl in another video about the book. And so, the girl is in hiding. And so Jojo Rabbit's lost his Nazi dad and trying to get back, tells Hitler, oh my gosh, I've lost my Nazi dad. Oh no, the Jewish girl, like, took it from me. She's so scary, so big, and so tough, and oh my gosh. And it was like, I gotta get it back. No, get back with Charles Morales. Be a man. And Hitler really isn't doing anything, just sitting there like, go on. Well, he's no sitting there with, all his armor that he's put on his steel helmet, which is really just a kitchen bowl, and he's got his I don't know, a ladle or whatever, and he knocks on the secret room's door. There are no Jewish girl, come out. I got some nice shiny gold or whatever. No, because his stupid upbringing with the Nazi propaganda taught him that Jewish people like shiny things or whatever crap. And he eventually still gets creamed. But later on scene, no, his mother is shown talking to this girl, and she's like, telling her actual deepest, telling this Jewish girl's deepest words about. So I'm like, oh, he's a sweet kid. Oh, this kind of stuff did that, and the Nazi propaganda turned him into what he is. But really, he's a sweet kid. I want him to be just like he used to be. But he's such a sweet kid before this Nazi crap turned up in his life. I want my old Jojo back. Yay! And so eventually, Jojo Rabbit is ends up trying to develop a relationship, but he wants to also have a book created to prove about the Jewish people being these evil people from a Jewish person that's in his house. He doesn't tell anyone that this Jewish girl's in his house because that would just make the Gestapo just head over heels and literally swarm the guy's house, and everyone would be gone for that in the Jojo family. Uh, So he says, I'll make a book and then I'll have to go send off to Hitler in this book, for a great, wonderful research project for the Third Reich in the fuel and the glory of the Nazi party, because this gets his felt this crud. Uh, and this is what he tells the commander, Clint or Clink or whatever, Kent or whatever, and his real assistant or whatever though. I guess there's Lobel, maybe. Uh, I know, so he asked this girl a bunch of questions though. The Jewish girl, that's what Jojo Rabbit asks, about, proof about, all this Nazi ideology. And she's just spinning this stuff to lead them on and on and on and on. And tell him, yeah, we don't get all formed until, well, I don't know, at a certain age. But we like to hide in caves and sleep upside down with bat wings or whatever, Just plain honest, stupidish cheesy full movie feels or whatever. And telling them, oh yeah, we like Chinese things, like we've ordered like dragons or whatever. And he's just writing this stuff down. Like, oh, good, good, good. She's just telling me stuff. Oh, well, it's so wonderful. Hitler's gonna be happy. Just yay! And there's another scene of his muzzle, Jojo Rabbit's muzzle, burning what is leaflets and stuff from the resistance because she's a part of it and she's trying to hide the stuff. And Jojo's wondering, what's this imaginary find Adolf Hitler? Oh, what are you burning? And Hitler yells at her saying, oh, what are you burning? It's like Jojo, I was like, she can't hear you. Yeah, because, he's a pretend friend of Jojo, she can't see him. This kid must be like a 10-year-old or whatever, the imaginary friend. I know, he's probably a lone wolf anyway. Probably a very introverted kid with zone-fed Yorkie. So one of the next scenes is somebody ends up, I guess, reporting him to the Gestapo, and I think that might have been Yorkie. It ends up turning out to be his friend Yorkie. And they end up turning up, and there's this dumb, corny scene of all the Gestapo members saying Heil. And this was done for, the whole Heil Hitler scene was done because, this was a mandatory thing everybody had to do. Nobody could say good morning. You had to throw the Nazi salute and say Heil Hitler. And so they did this so many dumb times. And you have the Captain Clank and the head Gestapo guy who's just like this stereotypical, honestly, Gestapo member. And a guy. And so they're all going through all the stuff looking for, whatever information. because they find out the parents are part of, I guess, the resistance. And eventually the Jewish girl turns up, and she ends up handing the passport of Jojo, the papers, I guess, of the Jojo Rabbit's older sister ends up dying from diabetes. So, uh, Jojo, so yeah, she uses that as to tell, oh, I'm not Jewish, I'm part of the Nazis, the good guys, the thought like that was the good guys, Nazis. And they actually believe this, and she ends up also handing Jojo Rabbit for his time. It's like, oh, alright. Okay, to just to make them, feel believed, She's not a Jewish person at all. And then the head Gestapo leader ends up coming to Jojo Rabbit's room, which is just filled with this Nazi paraphernalia, and he thinks, oh my gosh, I've never seen a kid so devoted to a beloved hero. Did you know, and he comes up with this, dumb Hitler fact or whatever. I mean, it's probably the dumbest thing. This guy's just so up in the clouds and just loves the field because he's a Gestapo member. That I don't even know if the even fact is even true. I'd have to look for my references, my books though, to find out. So yeah, you have that scene, and so eventually when the Gestapo members leave, Jojo Rabbit's muzzle is gone, and he's on a little troll for the Hitler use again to gather scrap metal for the war. So I forgot one scene here where Jojo Rabbit is with his muzzle and having a bike ride, and you see a truck full of injured men coming back home from the war, and you have Hitler there, who's no bandage. Another scene where Hitler's just watching through binoculars out on Jojo Rabbit, because he's kind of like, he's with this Jewish girl. He's dumped me for some time. He's spent time with her, not with me. Not with his dear old friend Adolf Hitler, the fuel. But yeah, eventually his mother ends up, telling Jojo Rabbit, oh, you just gotta enjoy dancing and stuff, man. Everything's not about war and killing and stuff. And Jojo was like, yeah, sure. There's another scene in the movie like this, where Jojo Rabbit is arguing about politics with his mother. Something that I think we do at your teenage years because of puberty, youth, and maybe your college years with your parents. Usually on Thanksgiving. Maybe not an average dinner table meeting. And then you have Hitler there standing in between them. And his Jojo Rabbit's like, oh, you should be on our side, the German people. And the mother says, okay, let's not talk about politics during the dinner table, at the dinner table, kind of like what you shouldn't do, my opinion. Uh, so I'm gonna cut off here on part 2 and continue with part 3. Like and subscribe to this video, become a subscriber to Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. Share this video, become a friend on on Facebook, and leave me a comment on this video on Hitler Obsessed or Lisa Stayed, or become a friend on Facebook and leave me a comment there. Donate to my Patreon and subscribe store, and see my BitChute channel and become a subscriber there to Lisa Marie Stayed. That is one word of those 3 words, no spaces. Lisa Marie Stayed. Leave a comment if you want. Oh, some of my videos up there are not ones that are on my YouTube channel. And goodbye YouTube, and have a good day.